Did Mom and Daddy go buy a house?
Yes.
Are you
Buy a
excited?
house?
Yes.
Are you excited for your new house?
Yes.
What are you excited for?
New house.
New house. That's your
Hello. What are we going to do?
We're gonna buy a house.
We're gonna go buy a house. We have to do the closing.
I mean, I was just thinking this morning, like, when we bought our house in Nashville, and it was, what, 96.5 or something like that? And to think about the amount of money that we're about to spend on a house now, like, and that we can, and that God has provided, like, I mean, just how far we've come in such, and I really believe that because, and you guys have heard the story before about why we ended up buying that house in Nashville, because we got too much house when we first got out of school. We weren't prepared to pay for all of that. It was so expensive. And we went to a Dave Ramsey event and was like, oh my gosh, we are so house poor. Even though we loved that house, it was amazing, we just completely laid it down and sold it. And I really think that we're reaping the like sacrifice that we made back then to be able to now get the kind of house, like I never dreamed I would live in a house like this. I don't know if you feel that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love this house. It just,
I think it's amazing.
I mean, I never thought I would live in a house like this. So.
It's awesome. You excited?
I'm so excited.
Let's go do it. Hopefully it just takes like a couple seconds because
I don't know why Ben thinks it's gonna take like 5 minutes. I think we're gonna be there for like an hour.
we'll see. We'll report back as to how long it takes.
Exactly.
But yes, it's gonna be so good.
So good.
Okay.
It surely was a good sign, in spite of everything I saw. It's slowing down time, changing all the laws.
Well, let's see. How did it go? 11:52. It took 52 minutes.
Ben was like, it'll take 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, everybody said, oh, it's changed so much these days. You do everything electronically. I don't know. We signed everything.
They still gonna get your John Hancock.
All the stuff we did electronically, we signed. We bought a house.
We bought a house.
We did. They were so nice, the couple that we bought it from.
Oh my gosh, they were so nice.
And everybody was so nice. It's a very different experience than New York, all our New York friends.
And it was just a very different experience than it's been in the past.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, because sometimes they're not even there. They come before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever been where the other people were there.
Yeah. I think one time you were out of town and I had to do power of attorney.
In Nashville. The second house.
Yeah, Rose Cliff, yeah.
But in Spring Hill, like.
Yeah, we were there. Gosh, that's been so long ago.
I know.
We old. So anyway, but we do, and we'll talk more about him. Maybe we can introduce him sometime. But Brad, our realtor, Brad Poole. Go to Brad.
Poole.
Poole.
He's incredible. Like, if you live in Atlanta,
awesome.
and you want to talk about somebody who is not only so thorough, but genuinely goes above and beyond what is required, like way above and beyond.
Yeah.
Like, I've never experienced somebody in any industry like that and genuinely was like, feels like it's his responsibility, like not just like, oh, I'm doing you a favor, but like really is just like, oh, absolutely, let me get that name for you. Let me find that person. I mean,
and always answers and responds and just really great. So we're very thankful for him, and maybe we'll tell the whole story at some point about how it all happened, and it's really the Lord. So it was good. So we don't actually move it in. We have the whole month to get ready, but we'll do it soon. But we're gonna look at doing some projects. We actually don't even get in the house until maybe tomorrow night or maybe Thursday, because they're moving out. So they stayed a little bit extra longer because they're buying a house somewhere else. So we're gonna show you. Don't worry, you'll see lots of it.
You'll see all of it.
Anyway, that's it.
Yay!
It's ours.
It's ours. Thumbs up.
Harper.
Harper Ellis.
Harper.
Are you so excited?
Yay!
What happened?
What happened? What did we do? What did Mommy and Daddy go do?
Class.
Yeah, I went to class. Did Mom and
And-
Daddy go buy a house?
Yes.
Are you
Buy a house?
Yes.
Are you excited for your new house?
Yay!
What are you excited for?
New house.
New house. That shirt is too big for you.
Okay, we're gonna put our first purchase for the new home.
That's right.
Welcome to our home. What do you think, Harper?
Good.
What do you think, Mommy?
It's good.
Welcome. Open it up. It's your room, buddy.
Turn the light on, baby.
Turn the light on. Oh. Okay. Oh.
This is Harper's room. Is this so exciting?
Oh, cool.
This is your very own room.
Your very own room. Are you gonna put your bed in here?
Yeah.
Are you gonna sleep in your bed in here?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Mommy. Welcome to your new house.
Thank you.
In Harper's bathroom? Is this Harper's potty?
Yes.
Wow.
Was here?
Yeah, that's where Harper washes his hands. Is this where Harper takes a bath?
Yes.
Look, open it up.
Oh, she left it for me. Yeah, it's your bathtub.
It's your bathtub.
Is it so great?
You can tell professional cleaners came here. Look.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at this room. Harper, this room is for maybe, you never know, a brother or a sister. A brother, is this where you want a brother or a sister to live?
Oh my god.
Who? A brother or a sister?
This is
A brother?
cool that she did that. Don't you
Yes.
think that's
Yeah,
cool?
I think
I'm
they're
gonna
awesome.
get one of like those vintage style.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that your refrigerator?
Yes, mine.
Is that where you're gonna have your juice? Oh, they left some magnets. Yeah. Is that where you're gonna put your juice in here? Oh wow. They left you some beverages there. Some Miller Lite.
They're like, cheers, y'all.
Look, mommy. Look at the top right there.
Is that like man?
That's the top right there.
Mommy, it's your new kitchen. Are you excited?
Yes.
I mean, we're not gonna do the full review because we'll have to have a house tour. Olivia will have
I
to do
know,
a house tour.
and please, oh my gosh, like, what do I even look like?
You look beautiful. She's taught her
hair
class,
is
so
yeah,
so you'll have to.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you love your new house? What do you think, Daddy?
I love it. I think it's awesome.
And we don't have to buy a microwave.
Oh, they left the microwave. Hey! They left the washer and dryer too. Although we think ours, we're probably gonna bring ours, and then we'll sell these on what? Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, sure.
And then here is I'm coming. Living room. It's so weird to see a house that you've seen furniture in empty. It's just, it looks so much bigger, and you got to get your stuff in here and start to make it feel homey. Cool. Oh, Harper, let's look at, the only place we haven't gone is Mommy and Daddy's bedroom. Come on. Let's go look at Mommy and Daddy's bedroom. Open it up. Got it? Turn on the light.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, we gotta get some new lights. It's kind of dark in here. Kind of dark. Mommy Daddy room. Cool. And this is a bathroom we're gonna redo. Hopefully soon. Hopefully right away. Hopefully right away, right, Mom? Those lights. All the other lights are pretty good in the house, but this one is. And this too. This bathroom. It is nice. It is nice and clean. I will give them that. Cool.
Oh, did you do that?
Okay, you gotta hold the handrail. Okay.
Oh, so cool.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
This is the basement.
Oh yeah.
Here, let's turn the light on. And this is what we're going to try to renovate and put a bathroom and a little kitchenette. Make a little studio apartment. It has a separate entrance. and we're gonna try to Airbnb it.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's the storage closet and utilities.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the whole one. The whole.
That's where you leave.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, lots of paint.
It's a pain.
Mm-hmm. But hopefully we think maybe we can put a bathroom and all right here. Take this wall and do that.
Oh,
And then redo and put all this Olivia's amazing designs for this room. That's what we want to do. And then we'll have a place for family and all to stay. And then also be able to make some money. What'd they do, Mommy? They left us a note. How sweet.
So sweet. It made me cry, that note.
It's a sweet note.
That?
Yeah. They left us a note. And all the information on all the stuff. They're very sweet people.
Garage.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Where can we put? Will the Instant Pot fit in there?
No, I think it's a
No.
little wide, but the blender will fit in there. The NutriBullet.
So I put you in my hand, try to hold and make it stay, in the animals away, try to catch you with my, so I put you in my hand, try to hold and make it stay, in the animals away.
Good morning. So we've come over to the house to eat breakfast, right, Harper?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, so Harper wanted donuts to celebrate. So we're having breakfast. We bought some pans. Olivia and I are still on Whole30, so we're gonna cook bacon and eggs. Excuse me, no sugar bacon.
That's right.
Whole30 compliant bacon. So we're here in the day having sort of like a little picnic in our own house, right, Harpy? Harper even brought his scooter so he could ride his scooter. So you can kind of see it's a little bit different in the day. Once again, not an official house tour, but you'll get to see it. It's also very echoey because there's no anything in here. So Harper's gonna eat his donuts. We're gonna cook some stuff. And we'll show you around a little bit more in the outside maybe. And then also maybe we'll tell a little bit of the story about kind of how we ended up here.
How we ended up here. Wow.
Yeah. Can you say good morning?
Good morning,
Good morning from the new house. That's right.
So sweet.
Who's that? Do you need any more donuts?
Brought some.
You eating it still? Whoa. Is it Harper's backyard? Here, ride your scooter right here. Look at all this room over here.
They left the picnic table. It is nice.
I gotta power wash this.
Oh yeah. Probably. See, this is I think the color of it now.
Cool.
Like,
Kind of fun. There's not much grass to cut. There's more to cut in the front, but it's not a lot. So, and this is the separate entrance to the place we want to renovate and make like an Airbnb.
Here you go.
So it's nice.
Yeah. So
Harper, you like your backyard? You might find it hard to do the scooter on the ground. You can sure try.
Look at this.
Yeah, that's the storage shed.
What's that?
He keeps eyeing the next door neighbor's playground.
Welcome, Daddy.
Yeah, I told him he has to become friends if he hopes to possibly play on that. Maybe we could do something like that. Well, that's the first little intro to the house.
yeah, they're so excited.
Thanks for watching. So we should tell you just a little bit. It's really a neat kind of story. So like in January, our apartment was broken into. So we...
And like not just like like broken into. They came in, they ripped our like 65-inch TV off the wall, went through stuff.
Yeah.
Like really broken into.
Yeah, it was disturbing because it was when I went to church on Sunday morning. I leave really early, and Harper and Olivia are there often. And the week before, they had been there. So if somebody was there, you just think of all those things. Thankfully, BB, our dog, was put away, which she wasn't normally. But it was really disturbing. And so our lease ended in June, and we've been looking at houses, but not really.
But more for like, oh, this is really cool. Let's like really start to like decide like where you want to live. And then if something amazing comes up that we just can't wait on, then we'll break our lease and deal with the you know, ramifications financially of that. But we didn't want to have to do that.
So when that happened, I just really felt like that was, because see, we had even thought about staying another year. If Harper got into the pre-K lottery here,
which he did,
then we probably would have stayed because we were like, wow, this is a great opportunity. That's free, great school for him. And so then I really felt like, you know, God was like, don't make something that's temporary permanent.
Yeah.
And so then at that point, we were about to go to Disney World, so we didn't really have time. We wanted to look at some houses. Like we had been looking. Brad, who we talked about earlier, is awesome. So we said to Brad, let's try to find something like, because what we talked to the leasing company, and we were like, listen, this is disturbing. Can we get out of our lease? And
but even before that, literally the day that we got broken in, I looked at Ben, I was like, I'm not living here anymore. That this is done.
You know,
like, I'm not gonna be in a place where I feel unsafe. We just knew that like the second we had been broken into, like I just was like, I mean, if it was just Ben and I, it would be different. But like if I was there by myself with Harper, I just can't, you just can't chance that kind of thing with a child. You just can't. So, and the police officer told us, he was like, oh yeah, this is like all over Buckhead right now. Like it is like, and they've done so many police stories recently about like all this crime that's like cropping up in Buckhead. And so, which is one of the nicest areas in Atlanta to live. So that was it. The day after we got broken into, on Monday, I was looking at the Trulia app, which I should be sponsored by those people. Let me just tell you, with the amount of time I've spent on that app, also sending that app listings to other people. Anyways, long story short, I saw the listing for this house. It had gone on the market on Friday. And so I texted Brad, or Ben texted Brad on Monday and said, Olivia saw this house, can we go see it? She loves it. I'd seen the pictures, and I told Ben, I was like, oh my gosh, this house is incredible. Like it's like in our budget, it has all the updates that I didn't think I would ever be able to get in our price range. I was like, it's in an amazing area. I was like, I want to go see it. So he's like, great, I'll go get an appointment. So he calls the people. They immediately come back and was like, there's a contract on the house. Like, in 2 days it'd been on the market. They were like, and it's a legit contract. They're gonna close and everything. And it was so weird, because in the past, like, I think, like Ben will tell you, I would have been like really disappointed. Like, I think at the time, in the moment, I was just like, oh, that's so annoying. Like, oh my gosh. But I told Ben, I said, tell Brad that I want him to watch this house, and I want him to keep it on his radar. I said, because we're gonna be able to go see this house. And Brad was just like, I mean, okay, but I think we should like keep looking at other things, because like I mean, the agent said it's a solid offer, they're gonna close, and so on and so forth. So I was like, you know, great, but still watch it for me. So we're at Disney, and all of a sudden Brad, this is like a couple weeks later, Brad texts Ben while we're there, and he's like, you're never gonna believe it, but the contract fell through on this house, and I want to know if you guys want to go see it. And we were literally coming home like the next day, and we were like, yes, we will drive home from Disney and come straight to that house. And that's what we did. And we walked in this house, and I looked at it, and it was exactly like it was in the pictures. Because, you know, sometimes you just don't know. Like, sometimes people take pictures of the house, and you walk in, and you're like, what house is this? This is not what was on the listing photos. So I walked right in. I knew right away. I think Ben needed a little more convincing.
Well, yeah, but this is your thing. Like, you love houses and all the stuff. I
just knew it. It had everything that I wanted, and yet still had so many things and opportunities for improvement and to put our personal stamp on it and all of that. So
we went ahead and applied for a mortgage, and we hadn't done that in a long time because we lived in New York, we were renters. We just kept walking it through. We did the mortgage thing. We hadn't applied, you know, we hadn't done anything in a long time. We just happened to have the exact right amount of money that we won't always have. We just had to have, we had an account just because of moving and all this kind of stuff.
You had the right amount of money
in it. The exact amount. I mean,
for a down payment.
Like literally, plus all the other stuff. And so it just worked out. And everything just kept working out because I kept saying, you know, once we got the contract and once we applied for the mortgage, I was like, but there's still a long way to go.
Oh yeah, like anything they could just be like, you know
how these are.
But the other thing was like also just being good renters for all that time, being really, you know, being amazing with money and paying everything on time. Our credit was like so good. Like
we didn't even really know.
We had no earthly idea because we hadn't applied for anything in years. And so our credit was excellent, and that also
really helped.
We got a great interest, I mean, like an incredible interest rate.
Yeah. So we did all that, and it just kept working out. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, Tuesday we're closing. And these people were so great. I think we talked about the letter they left us, and they had a little almost 2-year-old, really sweet people, and just, you know, this was their home, and they wanted to go to someone that would continue to work on it. And you know what's happening a lot in this neighborhood is the land becomes worth more. So like they're tearing down these old houses and building really big new ones, and people have lots of opinions about those. We will leave those for another time. But you know, they didn't want that to happen. They wanted someone to take care of this house, and so that's what we were interested in as well.
And there's the thing that I loved about this house is even if, you know, in 5 years we felt like we were outgrowing it, there is possibility with what's happening in this neighborhood and the way this house is laid out and the way the lot line is and everything. We could add on to this house. We could add a second story.
Absolutely.
We could add a big addition in the back.
Absolutely.
Like there's so many possibilities. Or, you know, we could sell it if we wanted to, but
to,
like,
you know, to someone else.
Hopefully that wouldn't want to just tear it down.
Yeah. And I think one thing that we talked about was it's interesting because, you know, you never know until you get into a situation whether it's the Lord, whether it's the right thing. And there's no way to know beforehand. Because we've done this same kind of thing before and it fell through and it just wasn't the right thing. And you get disappointed and all these kinds of things. But in this case, it clearly was God, because you start stepping, you start doing it, and then everything just works out. And you go, this could not have worked out unless it was God.
Right.
And so, but there's no way to know. So every time you will, I'm sure we've missed out on things in our life because we're like, we're just not going to pursue that because clearly that's not it. And I just think of like David in the Old Testament when he talks about, you know, he's like, who knows, maybe it is the Lord's will. And so we just tried it, and it happened to be it. So that's so far. I mean, you know, we have lots of stuff, lots of living left to do. We'll mess it up some. But this was such a testimony of, you know, it just happened to be. This was what God wanted, but we wouldn't have known had we not pursued it.
Because like, just so you know, like it wasn't out of our reach financially, but on paper, I mean, again, we haven't bought anything in a long time, and this was significantly more than the last home we bought. So it just like, you're just going, oh my gosh. And then like right after we found out we got it and that we were closing, I got a big promotion at Soul Cycle. Like God just has like put everything from the financial to all the things that we want to do with it. Like I know that he's going to provide the money to do all the renovations and do all the things that we need to do. And
you just be faithful in all the stuff and do try to make wise decisions. And sometimes you won't, and then you make amends and you say, oh, okay, no, I'm going to do this stuff. But it was good. I mean, even like my work, you know, usually when you go to a new church, a lot of times they'll move you from another place, so they'll pay for that. They didn't have to because we already lived here. And so when my pastor heard, he was like, well, we'll pay for you guys to move.
I mean, how amazing is that? We were like,
what? I didn't even think to ask for that.
What? But I mean, that just shows like that they're also in agreement that they feel like this is the Lord, and they feel like that this was the right time in the right place. And so to have like agreement like that also feels really good.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's lots to come in this place. Oh my goodness, Harper has taken off his clothes.
Why are you naked?
So that means we're done. Thank you for watching We Are the Wards. We'll see you again.
Next series, The Wards Renovate. We got to think of a fun hashtag. The Wards Renovate,
yeah. Think of something to do.
So we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
We got to poo-poo. Bye.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.